All right, so we have some Ori and Will of the Wisps action going on. And who is this fine gentleman right here?
Hey, how's it going? I'm Mark Coates. I'm an executive producer with Microsoft Studios, and yeah, we're here showing off the latest and greatest with Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Awesome, man. So for those who, let's say, are not as familiar with the franchise, with the initial one, like what can you tell me that has actually changed in reference to now the sequel?
Yeah, so, well, the basic concept of the game remains the same in the sense that we're hoping people will view it as an excellent example of the Metroidvania genre.
Awesome.
So everything that made the first game great, the beautiful stylized graphics, the really tight yet intuitive gameplay.
Absolutely.
And the amazing sound and the really touching, kind of heartwarming story.
Right.
That's all back in what's a true sequel to the game. So this game takes place after the events of the first game, but we've also added a lot of new things to the game.
Yeah, let's talk about what you added. What's the new fun stuff that you got, gameplay mechanic-wise?
Well, the first thing you'll notice is that, oh my God, Ori, he's wielding a spirit sword,
right.
And so if you remember in the first game, you had Sign, and really the only attack ability that you had was when you were within close proximity to another enemy, you could, do damage to that enemy. Well, this time around, we've created a new combat system.
Okay.
Where the player can basically pick and choose different abilities that they want to be active while they're playing. Okay. And in so doing, they can kind of customize the way that they want to play as Ori.
You just read my mind. So pretty much you're giving the player a little bit more freedom as far as customization, as far as abilities, as far as unique aspects of things that they can do in-game.
That's exactly right, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And the game can be quite challenging. I mean, that's the part of this kind of game. You have to master the new abilities that you learn, and then you get that awesome satisfaction having done so. But what we found is that by giving players more agency to choose the way that they like to play, the game actually becomes a little bit more accessible as well. So we're really excited about that.
Gotcha.
And so, now Ori can wield the spirit sword. He can wield the spirit hammer.
Nice.
He can wield the spirit bow and arrow.
Okay.
So those are some of the new attack and combat abilities that we're kind of showing off here. And then, in addition to that, we're also you just saw he was talking to one of the NPC characters, Talk.
Right.
So some of the characters that people loved from the first game are back.
Okay.
But we're introducing a whole array of new NPC characters that you can discover in the world.
Gotcha.
And when you talk to them, they may send you on side quests, which is also kind of new for the game.
That is definitely new. Yeah.
And so instead of just being on that golden path.
Right. So we're breaking that linear structure, so to speak, a little bit more open.
That's right. Yeah. There's a little bit more open world to it, and it's still there's a main primary path, but when you want, you can go off on these side paths and do these optional quests, and maybe find new abilities or new.
I was just about to ask you, are we going to be rewarded for trekking off and doing these side quests? That's awesome, man.
Yeah. And you'll see a little bit later here. One of the key new abilities that we're showcasing here is called Burrow.
Okay.
And so you can see here in the world, this particular level that we're focused on with the demo is sort of a desert setting.
Yes.
With these shifting sands and these platforms that are made out of sand that kind of break away or disappear. And so you'll see that currently different areas are kind of blocked off by the sand. Right. But once you get Burrow, you'll be able to actually penetrate the sand, dig and burrow through the sand.
Literally is what burrow means.
Exactly. That's exactly right. And then you can find new areas and utilize the burrow ability in order to gain access to places that you couldn't get to before.
Awesome. One thing about Ori, the art style is just absolutely phenomenal. The animations look fantastic. It's just a very, very visually stunning game. Now, what are any other influences you guys had as far as during the creation process or just in general, that kind of, anything that comes, even from, maybe not even from video game, maybe other media? Is there anything that kind of inspired this kind of art style? Because it's really unique.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, we're very, very proud of the way the game looks, and we want to bring back that same trademark stylized, sort of presentation that Ori is so well known for, and really take it to the next level.
Right.
And so, I guess the way to say it is that Moon Studios is the development partner that we work with to create the game, and they're really the creative geniuses behind the game.
Shout out to Moon Studios.
Yeah, absolutely, and well deserved. And in the past, I've heard Thomas, their creative director, answer this question by saying that he was heavily influenced by a lot of early Disney movies, right?
I can see.
And the way that they tell a story, through characters that really take on human kind of characteristics.
That emotional connection. You know, it's a very emotional game. I feel you kind of feel away when you get into it with the character stuff. That's actually okay. Great. I didn't know that. Didn't know that.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
And of course, a lot of the predecessors in terms of games in the same genre, the Metroidvania genre, you know, games like Metroid, you know, games like Castlevania, these games really, you know, set the original foundation for this style of game. And, you know, our ambition is to try to replicate that or bring a modern day treatment in terms of storytelling and graphic presentation to that genre of game.
Awesome.
That was true in the first game, Ori and the Blind Forest, and it's true here with Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Dude, it looks absolutely fantastic. I think Lord Sam, he's approving. He hasn't said a word. He's just in his zone right now.
Yeah, right on. Yeah.
He is loving it right now. This thing looks fantastic. And as far as, do we have any idea of a release window, maybe possibly?
Yeah, so in our briefing yesterday, we showed off and debuted our new trailer, which shows a lot of gameplay, both what we're showing here in the demo, but also other.
Yes.
And we mentioned at that time also that the game is going to be coming out in 2019.
Yes.
Yep, so we still have time, still lots of work to do, but we really want to make it perfect and beautiful. So we want to take the time that the game deserves.
As it should, you know, and we can't wait, man. And I'm assuming from a technical standpoint, you know, I'm assuming there'll be some optimizations for the Xbox One X as far as true 4K and
true 4K HD. You know,
any HDR settings possible?
What's that? I'm sorry.
Any HDR maybe?
Yes, exactly.
Nice.
Full 4K. We want it to be running at 60 frames a second.
We're going for 60.
Absolutely, yeah.
We're going for 60.
That's right. Yeah, it's really key that it has a tight, intuitive, kind of seamless flow.
Exactly, that responsiveness, especially with a game like this, with a lot of platform elements and things like that require fast reaction. That's awesome.
Yes,
absolutely. Wow, you heard it here first, guys.
That's right, yeah.
That is awesome. Yeah. Now, that looks similar. Is that possibly similar to the burrow ability that Ori might get later?
Yes, that's exactly right. Yeah, like right now, he can't deal with the worm in only a very specific way here. But you could imagine now maybe that sand might lead to new areas. And so if he picks up the burrow ability, which he's on his way to do, that'll open up this level in an entirely different way.
Nice, man. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, man, looks fantastic. We cannot wait to see more. Lord Sam is very pleased. He's been waiting all day for this. So this is exactly where we beeline for.
Right on, yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah,
dude, an absolute pleasure, man. Thank you so much.
You bet.